Oh my gosh, here we are.
We are live. Oh, look at that. We've got 4 people that are actually in the chat or they're actually watching us. If you could just give us a thumbs up and say hi in the comment section so we know that we are broadcasting loud and clear. So welcome to the Things Network, welcome to Simply Spooky, and welcome to this evening's subject, which is UFOs in the UK. First of all, I want to do a round robin and see if the boys have had a good week. Have you had a good week, Mark? How's things been, buddy?
Yeah, not been bad. Not been bad at all, mate. Indifferent, and we've had lovely weather to go out on the bike on. So yeah, awesome.
Perfect. Young Eric, how's your week been, sir?
So I found out that we're going to be suing the guy that didn't finish my garage.
You what, sir? Oh, you're gonna be doing it, is he?
Yeah, he's not going to do it. We're suing him because he did everything illegal, and so that's where I'm at.
Sounds about. Do you know what? It seems to be a problem it seems to be a universal problem with builders and stuff. It's not just you guys; it's us as well. It's everywhere on the planet. So I just want to say hello to young William Becker. Hello, William. Hello, young Robert Fulton, and hello, Noreen Hill. I hope you're all doing well out there in viewers land. So thank you for joining us this evening, and thank you for everybody else who hasn't commented so far. I'm sure you'll join in a little bit later. We were meant to be joined by, you can see that we're light tonight by 2 members of the actual crew. We haven't got Jamie because, Jamie's not to be trusted. He'll turn up as and when he turns up. He's just a sneaky little bastard, basically. And as for Viv actually said, she sent us a quick message saying that she's injured herself, damaged her hand. Not sure what she was doing there, but we've got our idea. Exactly. There you go. Mark does a lovely mime to it. That's what we think's gone wrong. So anyway, hi, you're Richard, Mr. Hassler. Hope you're doing well, sir. Hello, Rita. Lovely to see you.
Sitting in the background.
Have you still got her tied up in the kitchen?
No.
Yeah.
I'm the only one I don't know why people keep saying that. I'm the only one that cooks.
Let the poor woman go. Right.
She doesn't know how to cook. Everybody.
Now, I was going to regale you and inundate you with information on UFOs. Then I realised I don't really know much about UFOs, but just as well, we've got the man who does with us tonight. We've got Mark. So let's see what Mark says. Mark, what do you think? You can start it, buddy.
What, UFOs in the UK?
UFOs in the UK.
Absolutely tons of sighting. The most famous is Rendlesham Forest, 1980, over a three-day period. 72-hour period, Christmas Eve to Boxing Day. Very, very famous. We've been down there ourselves. We've taken some pictures, and yourself, I've taken a photo of a triangle.
You've done quite a lot. You've done quite a lot down there. You've done quite a bit down there, haven't you?
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
There's loads and loads of stuff, which is interesting. Would you say that it's still kind of? Would you say there's sort of any residual stuff left there? Would you say you still feel that there's something there when you go there? Do you feel that it's a special place, or?
if you've been there yourself, you know where the monument is.
Yes.
Right. There, if you're sat there and you're just filming, it just feels like you're in the middle of the woods. But when you look up and you can see the circle in the trees, because there's no light anywhere else, it's just that one bit, and that's what we were doing. And when we were looking up, we were like, oh, what's going? And that's when we saw the three lights being chased by jets, and then we saw that three-pointed triangle just turn up silently out of nowhere, and we all took photos of it, and we were like, what the actual
yeah
you know. And each time we've been down there, when you go there and when you go near the field where it landed on Christmas Day, you know, Christmas Eve was when Lieutenant Colonel Charles Holt saw it. Christmas Day was when it landed, and over Christmas Day and Boxing Day there was a meeting allegedly between the second in command overall of the whole of the United States Air Force in Europe and whatever these beings were in this craft. So when you go to the two places, you can definitely feel something.
So what do you think? I mean, obviously they used to have the air base next to it, the American air base. I don't know if it's still there or not, but what do you think? What's so special about that particular forest, do you think? They seem to be sort of going there time and time again, don't they? They seem to be making their way back there. As you say, you've had the sighting yourself, and you showed me the photo.
Well, I mean, the photo's up on the wall for everybody to see. All they got to look goes onto the Dark Mirror radio show's group wall and just keep scrolling through the photos, and you'll see this three-pointed thing of light that we all saw. I think that back then, when the USAF was there were nukes there. But I think there was nukes and possibly some experimental thing, whether it be a missile, whether it be an engine, I don't know. But whatever was there piqued their curiosity, and they came. Their curiosity, aliens, and then they came. Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting because I remember reading the book or a couple of the books on the subject, and not that I'm not a knowledge on, I'm not a knowledge on UFOs and stuff like that at all. But it piqued me interest, that particular one. I remember reading it and thinking to myself that the people that were, because it was an officers' mess, there was a dance that evening, wasn't it? One of the evenings, and they went and got the officer out, didn't they? And I remember thinking that there didn't seem to be too much of a. It was almost like it wasn't surprised. It was like it was an expected thing. The way the book was written, it was like, well, you know what, like that something like that had happened before, or they knew what it was, or there was. It wasn't. They weren't frightened.
No, but have you heard the tape recording that Lieutenant Charles Holt took whilst he was?
No.
If you listen to the voice, you can go on that online anyway and listen to the voice recording, and you can hear him and about 2 or 3 of his men. And it was one of those portable tape recorders back in the days, you know, and he had that with him with a microphone as he was going, and you can hear him, and he sounds genuinely like, my God, you can see it from the trees. Oh, you can see the light coming down.
Really?
You can hear it. Yeah, you can hear he's proper. I don't think he's scared, but you can hear he's genuinely
excited.
Like, what the? Yeah,
it's intriguing, isn't it? It's but even now they're showing up, and there's not said to be much there left there, is there? They're still showing, and those woods as well. There's activity in those woods apparently, not just with UFOs, but with
it's supposed to be
cryptids and stuff. Yeah,
I personally reckon it's been Eric because he's going through his Egyptian pharaoh phase at the moment. I reckon he's come over and been sighted in the woods.
Well, we'll be in the future. Next year I'll be there, so.
He used the DeLorean, got there, went, and then got back in his DeLorean and went off again.
Yeah.
That's what
I think we need to, when he goes there, I think we need to go with him, because the USAF, they might just kidnap him. They might nick him and think that he's something that he's just landed the way behind.
They can kidnap me. I'll happily go with the special aliens.
But yeah, it's an interesting subject. I mean, I don't know. What about recently? There's been an up. I saw something recently. I don't know how true it is. And it's just I saw it fleetingly, and I didn't get a chance to read it. It was about a mass UFO sighting that's happened in China.
There always is. I mean, things have been ramping up. We said 3 years ago, before I moved in here with Rachel, we said 3 years ago that the spikings, when you check all the stats all around the world, not just the UK, but all around the world, they were gradually going like that and like that and like that and like that. And that's when the bobberments of the world started saying, oh gosh darn diddly darn there may be something, you know. And then they started all this silly wazzicks about, oh yeah, we're going to have a meeting, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then they all went, yeah, there is something. No, there isn't something. Yeah, there is something. No, there isn't something. What shall you do, UK? We're going to follow America. So, you know.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
I
that
live in
sounds about half the
Scarborough,
course.
you've got Oliver's Mount at the top, and that's had
That's active, isn't it?
Christ, that's had 10 to 15 credible sightings, and 2 of those sightings were in the papers. You've got
That's near where you are now, isn't it?
that's where I am, Scarborough. Yeah.
So have you been ventured up there at all, or been tempted to venture up there and have a look, or have a
I go up there quite regularly. Hi, Carl, mate. You all right?
Hi,
I go up
Carl.
there regularly. And I very often I'll either go up on the motorbike and just have a nosy because the view's stunning, looking straight out to sea and over the top of the harbour. But
Yeah, it's nice
I've been
there.
up there at night, and I've seen stuff. Rachel's been up with me; she's seen stuff. No, we don't go up there doing that. We've gone up there looking at UFOs. There was one time here in our road.
Make out point.
Yeah. Well, there was one time in our road here. We just parked the car. And I was sat in the car. Rachel got out, and she goes, "Mark, look." And I'm like, "What?" I wound the window down, and we both saw this thing go over. And I looked it up. It wasn't the space station. It wasn't a satellite. It wasn't any of Elon Musk's thing. And this thing went over, and then went like that. Went, and we were both watching it.
Watching it shoot.
You got Silphone Moor, which is about 3 miles away, and that had a very famous case in the '60s of that alleged small craft that was found.
Yeah.
Silver brow, sorry. You're talking about your favourite dodgy sports. Doggy spots. Are you mad, Carl? I don't share. Thank you very much. No, you got to pay for that. Anyway.
But yeah, interesting.
All round where I live, there's regular sightings of UFOs and cryptids. A lot of cryptid sightings around here.
I know social media, as far as the governments are concerned, that's gone pretty quiet, and it's going to be flat for some reason. But there's still stuff cropping up from the public.
Oh God, yeah. You just got nowhere to look. There's stuff all the time, but again, with all parts of the paranormal, 99.9% of it, or most of the stuff in paranormal is rubbish. You know yourself. It's dust. It's insects. It's light anomalies. It's drones going over. It's space stations. It's satellites. It's whatever. But it's at 0.01%. Because I regularly get sent videos of people saying, "Oh, this is it," and you look at it and you go, "No, it's really not. That's a balloon," or "No, it's a drone," or it's dust, or whatever. But it's that 0.1% that keeps me in the paranormal.
Yeah, I agree. I think 99.9% of the stuff you can easily throw out, but it's that 0.1% of that 1% that's made you keep coming back and thinking, "Well, that was odd. That was unusual."
It's that spark. It's that little spark.
That
makes you go, "Ooh."
Yeah, and then I think if I'd had an experience, is 1% experience out of 100, and everybody's had experiences have had 1% out of 100, that's still a lot of experiences that you just can't throw out the pram. That's still there.
From what I've read with scientific papers, they reckon that yes, they are here. Yes, they are among us. Yes, governments have known all about it for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And they reckon that all of us, nearly all of us, have at some point, without realizing it, either seen a spirit or an alien.
Yeah.
Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but that's according to scientific research.
No, I agree with you. I often wonder, I think to myself, it's got to the point where I think that if they divulged it now and said, look, they've more or less come out and said there's something going on, haven't they, without actually saying it. Do you know what I mean? They've shown you the picture without showing you the picture. And I think that the problem is that for me personally, if they divulge it and went, yeah, okay, they're all right, I wouldn't panic or be frightened. I think, well, you know what? I kind of knew
they
that.
Already have. The American government and people are like, so we already knew that.
And I think that's the response. So what else is it they're not telling us? I mean, if they're quiet, there must be another reason, because they know by now that the public would not be nonplussed by it. So what else is there? What else are they not telling us?
The only reason why I defend the government at all is because, yes, they don't tell you everything. And 2, is because if they tell you everything, there'd be mass panic, and that'd be worse for the whole world.
But don't you think, I think the government, and I'll be honest with you, and I think this is the problem with world governments in respect of where they come from. Government will only deny you access or knowledge to something if they know that you'll benefit from it or it's good. Because they don't want to give you anything that you're going to benefit. Let's be honest. They're not there for you as much as they say they are. I follow the Mars rover pictures and footage, and recently I've had some strange ones showing man-made equipment on. So yes, some of that's interesting. It's interesting.
I think personally, because since the advent of social media and camera phones have got better and better and better. I mean, I use the phone on my camera when I'm out taking photos. If I spot somebody, I'll take photos and stuff.
Just
and it's
good.
better than any digital camera I've got.
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
And we use the RAW app as well. It's amazing. But because of the advent of social media and all these amazing cameras, people can just go, oh, click, boom, your Facebook Live. It's out there. They can't suppress it. And because it's got to that point now, they know that they're there. They were on the knife edge of people going, "You're talking out your ass, mate." Oh no, they're not talking out their ass. Yes, they are. And now they've gone, to "You're talking out your ass, mate." We know they're here. And the majority of the people of the world now go, "We know they're here. You stop hiding it. It's ridiculous to hide it. Just tell us the bloody truth." Yeah.
It's not. There's nothing we can do about it. And it is. I do think that the only reason that the government will hide anything from you is if it benefits you. That's the only reason they'll hide something from you. If it benefits them, then of course they'll tell you about it.
If you look at some of the whistleblowers, because I mean, I go down various rabbit holes researching UFO and cryptozoology because it's, without being rude to anybody else in the paranormal world, it's a bit more tangible than ghosts. We all know there is something after death, but no one can claim to be an expert or anything unless they've actually died, been dead for a few months, and come back in the court and gone, guess what, guys? But UFOs, at least you can see it whilst you're alive with your eye. And
I agree. I agree. The whole thing with the spirit. I mean, people say, "Do you see a ghost?" I said, "Well, I can't say what a ghost is. It's my interpretation."
Well, ghost is that right here.
Exactly. Where is he? There is he?
Yep.
Oh, it's hi, Richard. It's odd.
No, exactly. There is nobody can turn around and say that they're an expert in the paranormal. Even like me with the UFOs and stuff. I'm just somebody who properly researches. I'm no bloody expert. I can't.
I always say I'm an avid hobbyist.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I'm an avid hobbyist.
I tell you what, if they landed and said, "Would you like to be our envoy for between sort things out?" I'd be like, "Yeah." Can you give me a ray gun or something that fittings from a hand? Bzzz, and stuff like that.
You don't need an alien for that. I can do that.
Get rid of all world governments first, then we'll talk.
That's what's needed. I'm sorry. That's well, you've heard of. We're allegedly part of the Galactic Federation. Again, this is another rabbit hole you go down.
Oh, I've heard about this one. Yes.
Yeah, we're supposed to be part of that.
Yes.
I'm supposed to be there, but they want us to stop warring. And when you got the likes of various heads of countries that just want to have wars all the time, and I mean ours as well as yours, it's not going to happen because all our heads of government are just idiots and they're greedy bastards.
Oh, they're just morons. It's all lining their own pockets. That's the only reason they're doing it. You can see that by
while the rest of the world's going,
government here at the minute.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like when people say, "Well, I don't like this government. I don't like that government." I say, "Well, I don't like any of them. None of them."
Look at Universal Blood.
Hi, Mary.
Look at Universal Blood, the golden blood.
Yes.
Hi, Mary. Yes. My late mum had that. She wasn't allowed to give blood transfusions.
She had that, didn't
anything.
she?
Yeah, my mum had that. And no one in science or anything, they cannot find where it came from. The rest of our blood, they found where it came from and traced it all the way back. But the golden blood, nope. And that's what my mum had. That would explain why I was like that. I came out hybridized. I suspect if I concentrate hard enough, something's going to shoot out the end of that. I don't know what.
I keep doing the same with my old chopper down there. I keep thinking it gets bigger again. But no, I mean, I agree. I think the whole DNA is the code, isn't it? It's the code to life, and I think that they probably know a lot more about that than they're letting on as well. Truth be told, we did a night watch out near Area 51 last week. Oh, excellent! There is no city light source, and it's black as black. I know strange lights, but not such little green minutes there. But where are these lights coming from?
Well, it used to be Area 51 that you kept an eye on, but not anymore. You need to look a bit further. I think it's south, a little bit further south than Area 51 now. I think because that's so famous now, everybody looks at that. But of all the work that went on the ground, I think you need to go and look a few.
It's like a decoy, isn't it?
You know that other thing that everybody's talking about, those where I know people are saying they're moths, but they're like rails or whatever when they're taking ghost pictures and stuff like that. They're like mines. I forget what they're called.
Oh, rods,
yeah.
They found out they're
just I heard a scientist guy talking on one of the Facebook Live things that those are actually little alien spacecrafts.
Yeah, no, I think they said they were insects last time.
Yeah, they said that, but this guy's saying no. You're going to be seeing them a lot more. People are going to start catching them more and more.
Are you on about the stupidly fast ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I've
Who
seen
knows?
some evidence. I've seen some videos of those and some photos of those, and the things can be quite big. A lot of people tried to say that they were. I can't remember.
That's interesting,
Drones.
Carl. Let's
But
get on.
they were going too damn fast. I mean, I've seen a drone that does 200 miles an hour, but these things were going like 700-800 miles an hour. So it's not a drone. It's definitely not a drone. And I don't know any insects that can go that fast.
Yeah.
But again, I'm open to whatever it could be.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, isn't it? Until you've got something like I said with a ghost, until you can get one and put it in a bottle, and you can shake it and look at it and touch it and get it out and play with it, you're not going to really know what it is.
Sorry.
Hey, you start
Yeah,
sexy ghosts.
In order to catch a ghost, you need a miniature nuclear accelerator. So,
Well,
That'd be
look
cool.
at all these things about the ISS. Every time the ISS, anything goes near it, and I've seen some of these videos, and some of them, it's not space debris, it's not bits of satellite or anything else. These are things that come up and then go whoop, like that. You know, and you can see it. Every time something comes up, they cut the feed. You know,
I've heard they've had instances of knocking on that.
Yeah.
Knocking on the outside of
no.
it, they've heard.
Yeah. There's stuff going on. I mean, when you think that NASA, we were talking about this on yesterday's show. NASA started off in the sea, and then whatever they found down there, they went up, no, and then they went to space.
Yeah, odd, isn't it? And now all of a sudden they're relating it back to the oceans again. But a lot of these things, these discs or whatever that are airborne, suddenly think we merge or come from the oceans. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's what they were saying. I mean, new things are washing up from the ocean every day just because of the global warming.
Well, the American Navy just they reckon they saw, and they've logged it as well, a bloody megalodon.
Mm-hmm.
They reckon they saw a megalodon.
Yeah. Have you seen the video of whatever the hell that thing was in the sea?
No, I didn't see the video. Is there a video for it?
I don't think it's a megalodon, but whatever the flip it is, it's massive. And I'm talking 3 or 4 football fields, massive.
Wow.
And it's up, and it's got a wake coming over it, and you can see it moving underneath. Most of what's up here from NASA or other agencies have cameras you can watch. Yeah, but sometimes you see something and then they cut the camera feed. Yeah, they do it all the time. They do it all the time.
Yeah,
you know? But yeah, if you go on Oliver's Mount, you'll see stuff. Not guaranteed every day, but if you go up on a clear night, like when we went up there and we were taking photos of the aurora, that's when we started seeing stuff up there. You know.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's what makes it obvious, isn't it? The fact that they're cutting cameras as soon as something comes on, it's kind of tell me there's something going on without telling me there's something going on. You know.
Yeah.
It's very odd.
It's one of those things where everybody I've spoken to has all said, why the hell can't the governments of the world just turn around, stop lying and go, yeah, okay, this is the score. Yeah, we're sorry we lied to you. This is the score. This is what's going on.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah. That's true. Guys, what are your thoughts on the Clapham Common? I know nothing about that, Mark. No, nothing
Clapham
about
Common, when the USAF put a what do you call it? A wing that can just take off and go, tactical wing. When they had a tactical wing up there, and Green and Common, Clapham Common, Green and Common. There was loads of sightings over there, and Clapham Common, there's been lots of stuff going on. Actually, to be fair, sightings around the UK have ramped up.
Right.
Quite ramped up a lot. Green and Common, there was lots of sightings, especially when you had all the ladies of negotiable virtues tied to fences and posts and stuff. There's lots of sightings there. Clapham Common, I tell you what, I can't say who, but I know somebody who's a manager for TfL and all the underground stations around there. He has stated, and he's apparently at some point, I'm going to be able to go down into the catacombs and have a look with him. There's things down there that have been reported by all the people that work down there, the drivers, the attendants, the engineers and everything. And there's things down there that we know flip all about. And they don't know whether it's aliens, new things, missed sightings, whatever.
Where's that, Mark?
Sorry, what?
Where was that you were saying, like, all these sightings?
What, the Clapham Common?
Yeah, is that what you were saying? There's all loads of new sightings and stuff there.
No, down in all the underground networks.
Oh, really?
There's been loads of sightings, and there's supposed to be feral people down there as well. But there's been lots of sightings of what was described as ant-like people, which to me is the Grey's head and everything.
Yeah.
But
That's
Clapham Common has been lots of sightings. There's been loads of sightings. Scotland, Wales. There was a recent TV series about all the sightings in Wales on BBC. That was really good.
That's interesting.
It was the school one. I can't remember the name of it. The school in Wales that had that sighting where it landed.
Oh, you can't read.
And that was in the 70s, I think, if my memory serves me right. And that's again, it was a bit like the case in Africa where the school kids saw it land in
yes, it was more or less interacting with them, weren't they? There was William makes a good point. I didn't know this, William. I didn't know that the Golden Dawn had a place out there. William, do you know when they went out there? Because it makes me wonder if the Golden Dawn were out there. Do you think, William, is a possibility that they've opened up some sort of portal?
Could be.
A lot of people say that ever since the CERN Large Hadron
The
Collider.
Hadron Collider thing, yeah.
Yep.
And you know yourself where that goes. That goes down to the Mandela effect, doesn't it?
They've built a massive one apparently in China, I think it is, or I can't remember where it was. China or it's somewhere. It's meant to be about 10 times bigger than the one that they've got in Switzerland. Area 51 of the Redlow Manor.
Redlow Manor.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. He's now active again. A friend was there a couple of weeks ago. Main building up. Yeah.
I know somebody who was an RAF copper at Redlow Manor at the height of everything that's going on. Again, I can't mention any names or anything. I don't even know if this person's still alive. But they, without saying too much, they kept saying that there's stuff going on down there that they're all like, whoa, what the hell?
I'm going to tell you right now, I know exactly what that is. And it's not what people think it is.
Miami thing, I don't believe that was aliens at all.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't anything but kids firing fireworks at each other. I know the person that knows the cops down there, and he's an ex-police officer himself. And he said specifically that there was just teenagers firing fireworks at each other.
Kids being
I saw the videos of these big, tall aliens and stuff, and it was statues. There was two statues.
Oh, really?
There's another video taken of somebody walking past, and they're looking down slightly, and you can see these statues. And it's the same ones that are seen in the other video. And no, it's not aliens at all. It was just mass hysteria.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about this one? That's the one that a few months back now, it seems to have gone a bit quiet. And I've seen some people trying to disprove it. And there's been some odd things that have shown up in the videos. And they've been the ones, it was in Las Vegas, where actually I think it's where Carl is at the minute. The one where it landed or it crashed or whatever. And
in the garden?
Yeah.
I think there was something there. I do think there was something there because I saw the original video before all the hype and everything. Again, if you go down, Carl knows, if you go down, most of you know, if you go down certain rabbit holes, you'll find invariably.
Yeah.
I saw the original video. There was definitely something there. It wasn't people.
I saw the original video and a guy went through it frame by frame.
Yeah.
And he said, these are things that nobody noticed. And the reason you wouldn't notice them because these are things that nobody looked for. And there was a bit there where the kid, they've obviously frightened, tentative. They went out through the gate, they're looking, and they've gone out through the gate, making their way tentatively to outside. But what they didn't notice, and you noticed it, was that there was a shadow that moved along underneath this fence. And then as it got to, you could see the shape of the head.
Yeah, and there's a
Yeah.
And the lorry in the background, you'll see something stand up.
Yes.
Like at the top of the lorry and just peek over the top of it.
And I thought that was amazing because that clearly wasn't done to throw anybody. Because unless you'd have really gone through that, you wouldn't have even noticed that. And most people didn't. It was just this one guy that noticed it.
The kid came forward. He did a YouTube video, and he came forward, and normally with all these things, but over the years of watching all these videos, when someone's talking out their ass or making it up.
Yeah.
This kid did a video, and I think he was genuine because he was like, I swear to you, I'm not making any money on it. I don't want to make any money out of it. We were all scared. We reported it to the police. The police saw something. There was that green light that came down. We saw something. We're not after it. We don't want we wanted anonymity. We didn't get it. We're not after anything. There was something here. It was in there. We don't know what the hell it was, but we're telling the truth, and I believe it.
Yeah, I do believe a lot of this with the AI thing. I think the stuff with the AI. I think AI is to confuse. I think
I'm sorry. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
That's Catherine.
Yeah, Rendlesham Forest. Look it up.
That's Catherine. Catherine's great.
Experience of
That's one of my first. Well, not one of my first, but it's in the amongst the things I'm going to see when I get there the first year.
Yes. Sorry, I don't trust videos on the internet unless I've got good verification. Absolutely. From real experts that it's genuine. There are more faked and misinterpreted videos than there are legitimate. Yeah, and I think there's a reason. I think it's done on purpose for that, which is why I think they're utilizing AI, because a lot of people can't tell the difference. They say they can, but they said in another couple of months you won't be able to. And if that's the case, be able to. You could be seeing real genuine stuff that you would not know if it was faked or not. The fakes misinterpreted. Yeah, you should clickbait. Yeah, absolutely, William.
That's another reason why I like live video feeds when people go out investigating for ghosts, because that way you know it's happening right there and then.
Yeah, I must admit, 99.9% of ghost activity, I think, is generally, I would say 98% of it is made up. And stuff that does happen.
That's up there. I'm looking at her right now.
Well, there you go. He's there. You know he's real. He's there. He's touchable. Yeah, you can touch him. You can touch him. But yeah, I think that 99% of that stuff is just fabricated for clicks and for clickbait and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, things do happen. I've seen things happen. I've seen them, experienced them. I'm sure everybody has to a degree. But even me, when I go out with these people, they misinterpret stuff so badly.
Well, I mean, my late mum, when she was alive, and I was about 7, 8 years old, I think, at the time. We saw something. We experienced time. What's the other one? Time.
Oh, the time. Yeah.
Yeah, the time we watched this cigar thing. Yeah, it was about half an hour, but when we looked, it was like 3 or 4 hours had gone, and it was just really weird. And my mum didn't like talking about it afterwards, so I don't know.
Oh, he shook her.
Well, what it was where we used to live in Cheshire and Timpley. We lived in a lane that went like that, and it was in the middle of farming community, so it's fields all around us. And my mum just happened to be, well, she was doing something in the kitchen, I think, and I was playing in the front room, looked out the window, went, "Oh, Mum, what's this?" And she came over, and there was this dirty, great big cigar thing in the field opposite, and you sort of had our house, front garden, the lane, a hedge, and then a field, which was about the size of 2 football pitches, and then there was a bank of trees on the far end, and this side of it was a cigar thing, which, looking with adult eyes, must have been 75 foot long, 100 foot long.
Wow!
And it was brick red. Always remember it was brick red. And we were looking at it, and we're like, well, "What's that, Mum?" I don't know. I've got no idea. We looked again. There was something open on the back that had come down. We didn't see it open. It was just open. We didn't see anybody. We didn't see any creatures. Nothing. We just saw this thing with a door open. And then next time we looked again, it gone. And this to us, it was about half an hour. But I always remember
it was gone that quickly, as far as you could tell. It was.
Yeah, but we thought it was half an hour, but my mum looked at the time and she's like,
3 hours.
Where the hell did that time go? You know, I think it was like 3.5 hours or something like that. But it's not something I really talk about because people ridicule you. But I was only a kid. To be fair to your mum,
you wouldn't, would you? Danny, you glorious human being, you. When am I coming on the Weir Room? You are coming on very soon, Catherine. I can't wait to get you on. It's going to be exciting and funny. We'll have a real giggle. I love Catherine. Love her.
Yeah.
Is there a way to separate conspiracy from reality? Because some people will believe anything you tell them. Is it? Do you know what, William? I think you just got to go. If you trust the person that you're dealing with,
possibly. That's a good question.
Yeah, no reason they couldn't. I guess. I think if you trust the person, then you have to. I mean, there has to be a certain amount of trust at some point. And if you got to trust them, if you trust them, then I think you can. But you know what? You're at the mercy. I mean, I've had experiences, and so's Viv, but I would never expect anybody else to take it as a verification that what I saw was what I saw. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it was my experience. And all experiences, I think, are subject. Just you, aren't they? It's an individual experience. Even if you have the same experience with 10 people, it's still individual to you. So I don't know. I love you too, Catherine. She's great. Yeah, it's odd. It's odd. It's government panicking over climate change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't, because it happens all the time. So
you could just keep your eyes on things for the next 24, 25, and 27. So for the next 3 years, as I say, things are going like that, and within those 3 years, you're going to have a credible, a global credible sighting, apparently, that no one can bullshit about and say no.
Yeah,
it's going to be definitive, and there's supposed to be definitive proof either this year, next year, or by 2027.
Oh, that'd be cool, Carl.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Please, mate.
That'd be really
that'd be great. Yes, I think you're right. I think it's getting to the point where you can only hide things for so long, can't you? Before people start thinking, you know what? Come on, get the and whether the information they give you is true is another thing. But that's what we're saying. And I don't trust governments. I just don't. I'm sorry, I don't trust any of them.
Look at them now. I mean, the mess that we're in now, and then they're digging an even bigger hole now, and it's just like,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Viv says hello from A&E. Hiya, Viv.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing well.
we all know how you done your hand.
Yeah. All together now? She did it like that, didn't she?
Be proud. Andy's a big boy. That's what it was. It took more than 2 hands, didn't it? Yeah.
A&E, Viv. Let me know how it goes when you're out. Oh, there's Nettie there asking if Viv's okay. Get well soon, Viv.
Yeah.
Excellent from Sarah. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's an interesting. It's an interesting subject.
Well, do it scientific-wise. How many people are in the UK? Would you say
60 million?
60 million? Okay, and then look at the size of the country. Period. Compared to America and all the other countries, you're going to have a lot more sightings over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, all the people in the world, the amount of people we've got in the world, if you stood them all side by side next to each other and back to each other, apparently you could fit every human being in the world standing next to each other on the Isle of Wight.
Could you really?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
That's interesting.
So, and I only read that a few days ago. So that makes you think, you know. There's
and you think about
unexplored spaces.
And even going back, I mean, if you think even going back to sort of the medieval period, when the planet was, it was no bastard on it hardly. We were down to a couple of million of people spread right across the UK. You know,
Black Plague
was still having these experiences
of humanity, didn't it?
Yeah.
You think if something like that happens again?
Yeah, you're knackered.
And I've got one thing to point out. If there's no such thing as aliens and this, that, and the other, then why has the pamphlet gone out to not just the US civil forces and military? It's also being brought out to the UK ones and some European ones as well. If it's not real, why is that happening?
I'm with you, Catherine. I'm with you. Governments can suck them.
Yeah.
All of them. Every government. They're all tossers. I went like that, didn't I?
Oh.
I don't know. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't.
Mine fell off.
Did it? Touched it for too often.
Oh,
Hi, you all riders. Hope you're doing well.
Hey,
Northeast Florida, very nice. Everybody's in Florida, seems to be, except me. I'm a bit pissed off about that.
Well, I'm not. I'm in sunny
Catherine won't.
it's snowing, Dan.
They came out and said they were real.
They did, and then they backtracked.
They did. Yeah. They
came out and said it's real, and then they went, "Oh no!" And now they're doing these. Actually, again.
Even my mom, which is the most skeptic person in the whole world, has said there's no such thing as ghosts. There's no such thing as this. You know, I said, yeah, I heard that they said that there was aliens.
Yeah.
Well, okay then.
Yeah.
If there's aliens, there's got to be everything else.
Well, you look at the new telescope that's up there now. that's found all these ancient galaxies and this, that, and the other. And you think that not just a galaxy, but every star, for every single pinprick of light that you can see, not just with our eye, but with all the telescopes that are up there, there's 1 to 2 planets capable of sustaining life, not just carbon-based life. It could be silicon-based life as well. So you're looking at trillions and trillions of planets that can have life.
The last I heard from the telescope here in the U.S. that they used to do that, there was 24 planets that could sustain life.
Yeah, and you think about it, even
In
though
our
it's
galaxy.
vast,
Yeah,
the area that we live in is tiny in consideration to the rest of it.
I don't even know what that means. But
The human race cannot be the most intelligent race in the universe. If that's true, we as oh god, you're not wrong there. Look at
we are definitely.
look at Starmer.
Don't get me started about that idiot. No.
Like I said before, I mean, I've only been alive since Reagan, so you gotta.
I liked
since
Reagan.
The first day in office, when they did this first public speaking, he said aliens. Bill Clinton said aliens. Everybody said aliens.
It was it was they said that what's his name? I can't think of the president's name. Bloody hell, my memory's getting bad now. I'm getting
Jimmy
old.
Carter had a sighting. Reagan had a sighting.
Jimmy Carter.
Who
was the one? I can't think of his name. Nixon. They reckon Nixon was in cahoots with them. They reckon he got off of one. He got off of Air Force One, walked down the thing, and walked onto a ship. And then
I just was watching a show on that.
Wouldn't surprise me.
What?
I was just watching a show on that. What the heck was it? It was during Nixon time. It was his wife, and there was like an alien robot, whatever, that she was having sex with. It was just a whole thing.
Ooh, an alien robot sex machine. Sign me up.
No, because it'll have tentacles involved, and then you'll just go too far, and then you'll be somebody's got. We know.
Take it easy, Viv. Hope you get better soon, darling. Take it easy. What did every single one of all the STDs ask me? I'm sorry.
I gotta stop putting up.
What did Richard say? Government wouldn't be dumb enough to tell Trump they were real or not. He would sell that info.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wayne. Hope you're doing well, bud.
Hi, mate.
Yeah, take it easy, Catherine. Yeah, there you go. But yes, it's I don't know. It's intriguing, isn't it? It's interesting.
Well, it's like they say that there's been no credible witnesses.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
What, the extra testicle?
Yeah, because my initials are ET.
Was your Russian name Eugene Kabalikov?
Nah.
I'm here all week, folks.
Ickley Moor. Look at Ickley Moor in 1980 near Leeds. A policeman saw an alien and he took a photo of it. That's credible.
Yeah. Well, you had
no, it didn't happen.
Police officer back in the 70s, wasn't there? The guy.
I think that one. I think that's the one. Ickley Moor.
Is that the one? They regressed him, didn't they? He said he remember seeing this big light pulled up in the street in his Panda. It was at the times, and he got out and looked at it, and then had no memories, and he was in the car but facing the other way. And he's like, I was gone here, and he knew that something had happened, and they regressed him, didn't they? And he was like, oh God, and then he came out with all this information.
That was the late 60s.
That's
I think it was 67, 68. Yeah, 67, 68. And that was on the moors, wasn't it?
Yeah. And that's a proper. That's a serving police officer.
Yeah.
The
Ickley Moor one, that was a serving copper. He was off duty at the time, saw something by a boulder, took a photo, and it was this bloody alien. You know.
There was one. I saw one as well recently. I say recently, maybe about a year or so ago now. I think it was in. Los Angeles, and there was a cop car. And the lights went above him, it was shot one way, and he's looked at it, and he's gone, all of a sudden, he's like, what's going on there? Then another car's called out, something landed or something had come down. Then he went out there, and this thing just went back up in the sky, and they couldn't, that was it. Mm-hmm. And you could see, they had their body cams on. So you could see what was, you could see it all. What's your views on mountain-based pictures that recently were posted showing how type
I know about this, because I've seen it. It's on my favorite show, one of my other favorite shows with not Paranormal Caught on Camera. That's one of my favorite shows, but it's still
you love one. That.
Expedition X. And
Yes.
they went up
Yeah.
the mountain hill in a helicopter with cameras and took a picture
Mount
of it.
Shasta. Mount Shasta.
Yeah, and it's only a deformation in the rock.
No,
Oh, is that
I
what it
think
is?
the one he's on about is that close up with those doors that are actually open, and
Oh, I
it's
don't
way
know.
up on a cliff, right on the outside of the cliff, and the doors are open like that. And you, because somebody took it with a drone, and you can see inside. It's these doors are open, and they're like the backs of freight containers on ships that get put into lorries. It's doors like that, and it's coming out of this cliff, and you can look inside. I know what you're on about with the Mount Shasta thing, because there's been so many reports with Mount Shasta, but that particular one you're on about, it was a light anomaly caused by the concave bit of the mountain. But Mount Shasta, there's so many sightings around there, and all this, that, and the other. But
I wonder if they
I
do
know
what they did. I spent a lot of time in Switzerland, quite a lot of time in Switzerland, and I remember going through the mountain passes there, and the mountains, they're like it's like massive, and all of a sudden you'd hear, and out of their runways in the mountains, and their doors and they'd open, and the bloody jets had come out. These fighter jets had come out. My name shows.
I learned read it before I show it, because
yeah, I think there's a lot more. Well, when you look at I think it was Switzerland, because Switzerland remained neutral, but they had their mountain. They've got all their mountain enclaves done with guns and as a
yeah. They've got tank traps in there as well. They've
never know there. Never know there.
No, it was because we used to drive through, and all of a sudden, bang, coming out. It's like, what's that? And the girl, and that guy I was with was Swiss. They went, oh, they got their like runways in the mountains. Like,
my mum lived in Peru.
Peru is a runway in the mountains. Yeah. This thing was hidden in the rocks, in the mountain. So they'd open it, and then bang, a jet would come out. It's pretty cool, I must admit.
Alistair Crowley did believe in them. He believed
probably
he believes
conjured a lot of that
other dimensions, didn't he?
Ian's the guy, only for Crowley.
yeah.
Ian loves, he knows a lot about Alistair Crowley.
Thank you, Captain.
But he's interesting.
There's lots and lots of sightings all over the UK. And it's not just Rendlesham Forest. There was RAS Cosford as well. There was Thingy Manor we were talking about earlier on, Rudlow Manor.
I think there's probably a lot more up north than there are down south of these sightings, from what I can judge.
The Somerset levels, when I used to live in Somerset, to be fair, when you live in Somerset, you mainly hear there are UFO sightings down there, but you mainly hear about cryptids down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there seems to be an awful lot of this activity up north, doesn't there, for some reason? I don't know why. But
Well,
it's
there's
interesting.
if you download, it's called FreeDAR, the military radar. If you download that and put it on your thing and go on the live thing, and you can do all the settings of it. And
That's an interesting one.
It tells you all the different, Wiltshire, it tells you all the different sightings, and it'll put UFO if it's not been recognised.
Is
that legal? Is it legal to download it? Is it legal?
Yeah.
There's actually
FreeDAR, it's called. Let me have a quick look.
I never knew that. That's interesting, Carl.
There's a map.
Never knew that, Carl. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very.
I got hunting maps. Enigma.
There you are, FreeDAR, military radar.
He does. Hiya, Barry. Hope you're doing well, bud.
Hang on.
Yes, there's.
Why are you doing that?
I didn't know that, Carl. That's interesting. Mothman site in Dealing, Kent in the 60s.
Yeah, but I think that's something else, though. I think those are
Well, the
raids.
thing is with Mothman, there were sightings whenever there was massive disasters. There were sightings of a type of Mothman at all these disasters.
I'll take you up on that, brother.
North America or India or UK or whatever. But whenever there was going to be a disaster, there was always weird Mothman things.
Richard, I'm going to take you up on that, brother, please. Good to hear it. Good to hear it, Barry.
Try to get as close as I can.
FreeDAR was what we used in Rendlesham. We saw. Oh, yes, that was the last time you marked
They're
it.
changing. As I'm looking at the live map, it's changing the UFO sightings.
Not
That's
Reddit,
right.
Carl, was it?
Yep.
He's got wings, of course he can. He can do anything. He's Mothman. Have you got it, Eric?
Yeah.
You downloaded it.
Well, it's something else. It's called Enigma, and it's UFO sightings all over the world.
Enigma.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Let's have a look. Enigma, yeah?
Yeah, you know what, Nico? There's been that Rendlesham Forest and Epping Forest. Epping Forest seems to have a lot of weird stuff. I mean, I only live around the corner from it. There's a lot of weird stuff goes on there.
Well, it's like when you look at where we are, we're in a thing called the Wold Triangle. And you've got so many sightings, which I never knew you had over here in the UK. You can remember me saying to you guys, I never knew there was dogmen sightings and that.
No, I was, to be honest with you, it's like, I know, Catherine. I'm always talking facts. Oh, thanks, Rita. Bless you. No, do you know what? I mean, I never realised it was a dog. It was new to me. I only realised it was a thing of. I mean, obviously, you know about werewolves and stuff like that. You hear as a kid, and it's the myth and legend and mythology and that type of stuff. But I never realised it was a dog man, which, to all intents and purposes, Eric thinks they're probably werewolves, and he might have a point there. But yeah, I never realised until a few years ago, and it came up. I was watching documentaries on Bigfoot, and cryptids, and then this dog man thing came out, and thought, well, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Some say Mothman left planet was it in Virgin Noble for Kojima and Cornwall. Holiday, you think, Wayne? Mothman, Dogman, Postman. I didn't know that, Richard. I didn't know that.
Lincoln, wherever that is, near London. Lincoln?
Lincoln?
No. Come on. L, unless it's a capital I. ISLINGTON.
Islington.
Lincoln.
Islington.
Has 81 sightings.
81.
Yep.
To be fair, Islington, when you drive through Islington, you got to roll your windows up, otherwise you get stoned just driving through it.
It was a Mothman alien craft landing in Deal. The description from witnesses matched the description of the Mothman estates. Plus, at the same time, a landing was witnessed landing in a country park in Deal. Just near something. Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? It's interesting. Very interesting.
There's lots of things that we're brought up. We're told this isn't real, that doesn't exist. It's make believe. It's blah 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 blah. Now people are looking into it, like imaginary friends and stuff like that. People are looking into it and going, "Are you sure about that?"
Well, that's the thing. The thing with the whole imaginary friends thing, I've always thought, well, you know what? Yeah, some may be imaginations, but then what if there's the odd one that isn't? And what if none of them are? I used to like V. William. I like the original series back in the 80s, I think it was. Not so much the new lot.
No, I loved the original series. I used to sit there
great.
My tree. I was allowed to sit. Robert Englund's first TV appearance, wasn't it?
Brilliant. Robert Englund was brilliant.
Yeah.
A friend of mine made a film with it, or he was on a film that they made a film, but he was over here. They made it, and he was Robert Englund was obviously clearly it was a horror film, and he was the what do you call it, projector guy in a cinema. And I said, what was he like? He went, do you know what? He said, Robert Englund, one of the nicest men you could ever meet. He said, an absolute gentleman. So within my escapades of being a haunt actor, oh yeah, of course you are, Catherine. Yeah, you say I've been presented with the interesting opportunity to share my inner horrors with the entire town before I scare the actual shit out of them. I can't wait to get you. We're going to get you on so soon, Catherine.
Yep.
I'm trying to find that app, but all I can find is the website to do a UFO reporting, the Enigma thing.
I downloaded that.
We had a thing over here about probably a year ago now, and bear in mind we're not near any military bases or anything like that where I am, just outside London.
Yeah.
And we heard it was about, I suppose, 2:30, 3 in the morning. 2 jets, and they were like one on the arse of the other, and they were low. And these things, they obviously, sound barrier. You could hear them break it. Bang, bang, it went as it went overhead. And it was low. The fucking windows were shaking. And they said, the excuse they gave was, they were going into London, because Hazel looked it up. They were going into London because they thought that there was somebody had hijacked an airliner. And I'm thinking, no, that doesn't sound right to me. because
But
there
it
was
had to be
no
many of
news
them
about
out
it
there.
anywhere. It was only.
Well, it
that
had to be
we're
many
looking.
jets at the same time, or it would have to be one jet doing each 3 of Mach, which would be Mach
This
1.
was
would be
2
the
jets,
sound breaker.
2 jets, bang, bang, and it was like literally on the arse of each other, and you could just
Well-
see them, bang, they were gone almost by the time you could see them.
Hiya, Bill.
Intercept.
When Wayne
Hiya,
and I
Bill.
were in, when Wayne and I were in Rendlesham Forest, and we were watching these UFOs one after the other, each UFO, one went that way, one went that way, and another one went like that, and each one of them had a jet come poof after it.
Yeah,
We were saying,
see.
oh, there goes one. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, he's a bit late. Look at that. He's going after that one, you know. And we had the military
That's
police
interesting, Nico.
from the Air Force base there, right up at the tree line, watching us and watching something in the sky as well. So,
Yeah, you know, and this smacks of anything bar a lot of hijacked jet. It was like, no, this isn't right, because they never mention it anywhere else on the news, and it's like, it's pretty odd.
and also
Breaking
breaking the sound barrier at that time in the morning, you have to have permission to do it. You got a special permission to do that.
Yeah, and that was low. The windows shook. I kid you not.
Like
Go
that.
for it, Eric. Go for it, my friend.
Who's doing it this time?
Oh, let Mark do it.
Okay.
If Mark would be so kind. That was
Let your
Nico
magic
said,
fingers do the walking, Eric. Go on.
Nico was saying that,
Get your missus to say
Standard.
stop
Didn't know that,
loudly.
Nico.
Did you say stop? Or are you going to say stop?
Rita, say stop.
All UFOs headed east. Interesting.
Yeah, say stop. I don't think she can hear me.
Stop!
Yeah, that's a great movie, isn't it? The Punisher.
Oh, now she said it.
Yeah. We took one of the photos. If you go on the Dark Mirror Radio Show's group page and look in the photos, you'll see the 3 pins of light. And that was the actual photo that I took looking up from the UFO monument in Rendlesham Forest. We took a photo of the triangle that was above us, not the 3 that went over, because they were weird orange lights. But we took one of the actual triangle that was sat above us. Wayne was there as well; he saw it, and there were several other people with us that saw it too.
Yeah, that's interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
4.
Catherine shouting at you. Eric, clockwise, not
No.
counterclockwise.
2 animals dream. I can't see it. But it's 2
Yes, they-
animals dream.
Yeah, of course they do.
I get regularly kicked by a ghost.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that Stansted brilliant. So they're bringing hijack planes next to my house. Brilliant.
We'll be at Stansted in December, me and Rachel.
Oh, where are we going?
We're going to Germany, Nuremberg, to not to the war trials, but we're going for the Christmas market. Yeah, we're going for the Christmas market.
Oh, nice. Nice. I've not been. The last one I went to, it was in Cologne, the German Christmas market. Really good. I flew out from Stansted, funny enough. Yeah, interesting. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, buddy.
Clown Motel.
Have a good time, mate. Have a good time.
Hey,
Take it
it's
easy,
a very
mate.
interesting place. I've heard. Good
Hope you both
news.
settled in over there, mate.
Yeah, Wayne's taking us to
Thanks,
the
mate.
airport, and he's picking us up again.
Woo! Chauffeur driven to the airport. Out posh. Very nice. How long are you going for?
We're only going Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and back Monday.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Right, we're done then, guys, I think, aren't we? What's that? Nico says, I also saw the shuttle at Stansted. My dad took me because he works on the shuttle. Oh, that's interesting. That is good. Oh, that's cool. Your dad sounds cool.
Yeah, it's cool. What's coming up for tomorrow? Do we know, Dan?
Tomorrow is Wednesday, so it's myself, Viv, and you, young Eric. I don't know what the subject is. I don't know if there's a guest. I haven't checked, to be honest. I was hoping Viv was going to be here tonight.
What
but she
you've got
goes
to
into
do
herself.
for your show tomorrow, you've got to put together several hypotheses of how she actually fucked her hand up.
Oh, I can tell you straight off the bat, it was wanking. She was obviously she was giving one, Andy was getting one knocked out, and she hurt her wrist.
But somebody needs to remind her that's why there's a knob on the end, stops your hand slipping off.
So if you're going to diddle a skull on live, at least make sure you go around the right way. Catherine, I love you. You're great. Carl, oh yes, lovely life and lovely Vegas. Oh, nice to hear it, bud. Really, really pleased for you.
And did anybody pick up what's going on Thursday? What are we doing?
Thursday, I want to talk about The subject I want to talk about on Thursday, I want to talk about paganism.
Okay.
And I want to talk about the origins. It's been around forever, isn't it? But possibly origins. It can't go that far back, but because that goes back in the annals of time. But talk about how it got to the point where it is today and different perspectives of it. So that's what I was looking at. So that's Thursday on the Weird Room.
And then Friday's Freaky Friday.
Friday's Freaky Friday, which is going to be a good one. Always is the Freaky Friday. I enjoy that. Saturday is William on Saturday?
I think so. Is it the third week of the month?
I have no idea. Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it? Is it?
Third week of the month. Let's have a look.
I think it is, isn't it?
Where are we now?
The young William Hope. Freaky Friday, Shane Mark and Brian and Mary and Williamson. Sunday, Shadow and Lights. Yes, Shadow and Lights Sunday.
Yep. Sunday.
Ben and Lou. Oh, they're lovely, Ben and Lou. Yeah. What's the Demon and how they were viewed in history?
Oh, I love
Yeah,
Ben.
they're a lovely couple of people. Ben, Ben and Lou, lovely.
Can you stop shaking?
So yeah, that'll be good. And then Monday night, the boys are back again with the Dark Mirror show.
Yep.
Hey, good girl, Pagan. Good girl,
And then
Catherine.
Tuesday again is gonna be. Oh, you know what? I don't even know who's gonna be on Tuesday. I can tell you that right now.
Love you, Catherine. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, me, Nettie, Josh, and Jamie.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Do animals dream?
Oh, cool. And that's the subject for then. So that's good. Good. I'll be interested to listen to that one, see what goes on. Right, guys. Thanks ever so much for joining us this evening. Really enjoyed it. Tomorrow night, me, Viv, and young Eric are back. And I don't know what's going on because Viv's, she's out.
Get well food, Viv.
Oh, excellent. Celtic makers a bit of paddy, you see. So
It's the same here, sir.
the same as you, young Mark. So thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Catherine. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody at Netty. Thank you, William. Both Williams. Thank Carl. Thanks, Sarah. Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah.
Thanks, everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Same time.
See you later, guys. See you later, dude.
Same
Good
time.
night.